Hey, my name's Ryan. I'm going to take you through an entire training session today. And I think what we can get out most from this is just like trying to glean insight throughout the training session and just see if we can make intelligent training decisions like thereof, right? So get started with a warm-up. The next time you hear from me, hopefully we'll have something useful to talk about.
One of the most important places you can gain information about how your session's going to go is during your warm-up. In terms of just generally asking your body, how does it feel? Right now, as you can tell from previous episodes, if you've watched, that low back is still pretty tender. And it actually developed into a little bit of sciatica, but it's gotten a lot better. So I'm just trying to flush that out and see if I can get a little bit more warmth there. And hopefully that'll carry over into the session.
Kate, you need to get on it ASAP. Yeah, I saw my last one. Yeah, man, let's go.
Definitely feels like one of those cases where I should take it easier in terms of intensity, and by intensity I just mean load, weight. Generally just love going heavy and pushing everything, but I'll probably dial that back a little bit today, and every number that I thought I would have hit, probably subtract 10 to 20 pounds from that. And I think this should make a big difference. Now we're going to build up to the first wave. We got 2 waves today, 3-2-1, 3-2-1. I'll put the percentages of what I'm trying to hit down below, and that's just an estimation. It's just a guideline. I'll probably go off of those a little bit. Let's have some really good warm-up sets, put them in a body bag, build some confidence for these top sets. All right, this will be the last warm-up set. We'll start the first set at 225. First set here. Let's go ahead and just blow this up. You know, it feels like sometimes you need a few sets to get warmed up and find the groove. Let's go ahead and just find that groove. Stay locked in for all sets. Something I generally struggle with when doing more than one rep, particularly in like snatches and power snatches, is not finishing the rep. Not like totally finishing it, but finishing it in a way that I know I would make it without having to walk forwards or backwards, because I cut it off early. So even though I'm not going to finish this first rep, I only have 2, I'm still going to complete it as if I was standing up. I think one of the best things you can do is, and it's weird that we say a lot of the times, you don't want to copy someone else's technique, but it's certainly beneficial to try to mimic someone else's technique and envision them in your mind. I hope I don't butcher his name, but I think his first name is Gabriel. I think he's from Romania. I'm picturing his power snatch right now. So fast. That's what I want to be. Second wave. Let's have some fun. Some of the most crucial moments in terms of like You're good, man. Making a set or the moments leading up to it, like right now, what am I thinking about? The number one thing is not thinking about anything inhibitory, like, oh, can I do this? Or thinking about my technique, or trying to get like too internal. Like, sometimes the best kind of presence you can have is just to be, and I hate to say that because it sounds so lame and cringy.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
But just be present with the barbell. Let everything else take care of itself. Last set. Done too much yapping. Let's body this. Alright, moving on to pause, high bar squats. Gonna absolutely sink these, make sure that the pause is fully executed, and then absolutely blow it up. Some of the best squats you could ever do right here. Especially, now that I'm thinking about it, like, especially in terms of like getting strong from the very bottom of a position, like if you're about to snatch or clean, and just starting from a dead stop, like, I don't know, I'd say that these are pretty useful. Alright, gonna finish with a little circuit here. 3 exercises, 2 rounds. Not too much to talk about here. I just feel like if you want to consider yourself fit, you should probably train all the qualities that fitness entails. And glycolytic conditioning is one of those qualities. That's definitely not my emphasis. It's something I want to train at least once a week. Ooh, man, that was a good session. So, you know, it's always natural to like close out a video with some sort of discussion, right? And what's on my mind right now in particular is I feel like something that is lost in contemporary fitness and social media, and that is
the attempt to like stylize every single video, to make it pop, to make it grab your attention in some way, to make it so drastically different from every other video is the emphasis, right? And man, there is absolutely a time and place for that, and I bet if you ever really want to be successful in social media, that's something that you probably have to do more times than not. But I think my favorite kind of content to make, I don't know if it's necessarily the best content to consume from an audience's perspective, is the kind of content that we went through today. Just like a training session. What does training look like? Because those stylized videos like have a theme and they focus on maybe one thing in particular, you know, like some technical aspect or some part of programming, or this is what you're missing in order to make X amount of gains, right? And it's like, you can definitely pick up good information from those kind of videos, but at the end of the day, what does one training session look like in totality? And what is the rhythm of the training session? And how are you going about that training session? And what kind of decisions are you making within that training session? And what decisions did you make before that training session that are going to influence how that training session goes? Like, that stuff right there is the meat and potatoes, most likely. And if you accumulate enough of those kinds of sessions, a good session like today, I would guarantee that some pretty significant gains are going to be made. Make your sessions great. Training is fun.